My internet is low.
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Okay, so today we will take a break from Surah Yusuf. We do chapter on oaths because we will see some oaths in Surah Yusuf soon.
Yes.
Maybe when we back from our Ramadan break. So I hope this revision is not too fast, not too early.
We will listen before the class starts again after Ramadan, inshallah.
So this recording will always be here, right? So you can always come back to this recording.
Yeah, inshallah.
Also we're doing Juz Amma. So we are going to enter into so far the surahs that we do in Surah Amma, we haven't seen a lot of oaths yet, not yet,
Yes.
right? All the calls, all that, no oaths yet. But
Yes.
one of the like trademark, you can say, of Juz Amma is the oaths, right? There's a lot of
Asr,
yes, exactly. And then you have by the moon, by the sun, all this, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I think yes, so we need to go back to this revision. I'm going to do the full lesson again. So maybe it would take maybe 2 lessons. If we take so if we take 2 lessons, then maybe if we end on Monday, then Wednesday we don't have class lah. We don't start a new surah. I mean a new ayah for Surah Yusuf. We wait until Ramadan. We'll see how it goes, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, so Qasam is our oaths, right? And we take oath basically to stress a point, or maybe someone is doubting us, right? Maybe someone thinks you are a liar, you say, Wallahi, I'm not lying, right? That's what we do when we take oaths, or we want to refute someone. Okay, so we have parts of an oath. Basically, it's like shart. You have the parts to the shart, right? So oath, we have parts to the oath. We have the oath itself, and we have the adatul, or for the oaths, adatul qasam, the tool that are used to take the oath. And then we have the muqsim bih, the object of the oath. So meaning like by the sun, the object of the oath is the sun. Okay, what is being sworn basically. Okay, and then we have the jawabul qasam. Okay, because when you take an oath, there must be why. Why are you? What is the point you want to make by taking that oath? Okay, so in the answer to the oath, in the jawabul qasam, is the subject lah. We have names for it, like muqsam alaihi here, muqsim alaihi, sorry. But we don't really use this term in I'rab, so you don't have to remember this. This one you might see this term in the I'rab. This one, the first one, muqsim bih, meaning the one being sworn by, basically. Okay, the one being sworn by. This one you might see in I'rab, and of course your adatul qasam. Okay, so the original sentence structure is your fi'il qasam, and then your half jar ba, okay, and then what you are swearing by, and then your jawab. What is your point of making that swear? Okay, so uqsim is our fi'il qasam, and then billah is our half of jar, and the word Allah here is what we are swearing by. Okay, and then ... whatever the jawab is. Okay, whatever the point of the oath is. Okay, so uqsim billah, this is the default. Okay, this is the original, the default. But the Arabs are used to omitting the fi'il, so you always hear like wallah, billah. Okay, you only hear that, you don't hear the uqsim sometimes. Okay, a lot of times in fact. Okay, but the default is half of jar. I mean the default is half of jar b. Okay. But we have three oaths, and all of them is half of jar. We have the wow, wallahi, billahi, and tallahi. Okay, so this is least emphatic to the most emphatic. And the red one is the default. Okay, this is the default. This two is not the default. The default is uqsim bih. Okay, so basically like some fi'ils just come with a certain ba, right? Yesterday we were talking about amana, yu'minu coming with ba. Yu'minu billah, right? We believe in Allah. Nu'minu billah, right? So basically, yes, the same. So uqsim just comes with ba. Okay, so that's why that's the default. But when we use waw and ta, so unlike ba, the fi'il must be omitted when the ta or the waw is used. So you will never hear uqsim wallah. You will hear uqsim billah, but you will never hear uqsim wa, because uqsim doesn't come with wa. Okay, so waw is used on its own. Wallahi. Ta also the same thing. Tallahi. You don't say uqsim tallahi. You don't say that. So it's correct to use the B, that's the default, but not correct to use with waw or ta. Okay, so when use wa and ta, no fi'il qasam there. Okay, and then again, unlike the ba, the tools waw and ta cannot be used with a command. Okay, so you can say billahi unsurni. So basically in English, it's something like, I ask you by Allah to help me. Okay, I ask you by Allah to help me. Okay, so you can use billahi unsurni. This is your amr, help me. Okay, but you don't say wallahi unsurni. You don't say tallahi unsurni. Okay, waw and ta not used when you're asking for help. I mean when you're using a command form. Okay, and the third one, unlike ba, the tools ta and waw cannot be attached to a domir as a muqsim bih. Okay, for example, can say bihi. So bihi, instead of billah, bihi. The he is still going back to Allah lah. Okay, so you can use this, but with ta or with waw, you cannot use the domir. Okay, and of course, definitely this is the first thing we know about when we learn half of jar. The tool ta can only be used with lafzul jalalah, right? Only tallahi, no other things. Clear this part, inshallah? You're with me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are with you. We're trying. Yeah, inshallah.
Okay. Am I going very fast? Do I need to slow down?
No.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the muqsim bih, for the thing you are swearing by, okay, obviously for us, when we make an oath, we can only take an oath by Allah, or his names or his attributes, okay. We don't say like, I swear by my mother, right? Some people say that I swear by my son's life or something like that. We don't do that. We're not supposed to do that. Okay, not even I swear by the Prophet also cannot. Okay, we take an oath, by Allah's names or his attributes. But for Allah, obviously, he is the creator. He can take an oath on himself, or he can take an oath by any of his creations. Okay, in fact, in tafsir, they always say that when Allah take an oath by his creations, there is like an importance to that creation. There's an importance, there's a preciousness, what else did Sheikh say, Sisa Misa?
Can't remember.
Yeah, but it's not by just anything. Like
Yeah,
there's some,
it's usefulness or
yeah, there's some
something
grandiose
like-
to it. Yes, it's not like not just any like creation. Yeah, okay. Yes, so there is some grandiose thing to it. Okay. And then for the answer to the oath, there will always be an answer. If not, it's incomplete basically, because you don't say wallahi and then keep quiet, right? Unless
Yeah.
it's implied, unless people know why you're taking that oath. But otherwise, you must have the answer, and it can be a jumlah ismiyah or it can be a jumlah fi'liyah.
Yeah.
So, Sister Zarina,
Yeah.
can you read this and translate for us?
Okay. Wallahi ma ana bikadib. Is it?
Yes, good. So what is that? The translation.
So, but I am not a liar.
Yes, at all.
At all, yeah.
Yes,
Mm.
because we have
By
ma
Allah.
and then we
Yeah.
have a
Have
kalima.
a
The,
D.
yes, correct. Okay, yes.
Okay.
Next one, Sister Hamisah. Maybe this one a bit difficult than this, but I think.
Wallah,
Mhm.
wallahu huwa.
Wa is a half of jar.
Sorry. Wallahi lan
Mhm.
azwara akhi.
Okay, close. So, lan is what kind of
Oh,
harf?
sorry.
Half nasab.
Half of nasab.
Nasab.
Nasibah, right? So this must
Okay.
be what kind of fi'il?
Sorry. Was
Fatha.
azwaru. It
Okay.
must
Is it
be.
Must-
But then it's
Fatha? Is
should
it?
be mansub.
Okay,
It should be
mansub.
mudari.
Yes, mudari. But what
Mudari.
family?
Looks like it's family. Oh, we always puzzle with the Is it the family
Azuro.
form or is it sound?
Yes.
Azuro.
Yes, so it's from qala yakulu. Okay, so this is
yeah.
ana azuro mansub because of the lan. Okay, and then
Yeah.
Akhi.
My brother.
Yeah, so azuro means what? It's from, I tell you the masdar and you surely know. The masdar is ziyarah.
Visit.
Yes, so what's the translation?
So by Allah, I will never visit my brother.
Yes, I will not rather, not
I will
never. Lan.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
will
never
not,
is
right.
like a bit more stronger than lan.
Okay.
Yes, so yes, I will not visit my brother. Right now, I'm angry with him. I will not visit him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yes, can be jumlah ismiyah, can be jumlah fi'liyah. Okay, now for the i'rab, basically. We start from the oath part, the first part, the jumlah qasam. Usually it's a jumlah fi'liyah, okay. If we fi'il qasam, then usually in the Quran also we see uqsim, but there's also another one here in the Arabic language in general, okay. So here we have la uqsimu biyaumil qiyamah. Okay, so the la here is lam zaidah. Of course, uqsim is our fi'il mudhari marfu with dhamma, and our fa'il is ana, dhamir mustatir wujuban takdiruhu ana, and then b yaumin. This is your default. So half of jar, what we say, half of jar lil qasam. Okay, so half of jar for oaths. Okay, and then wa, usually we say jar wa majrur, right? So technically you can say that. It's not going to be wrong. You can say that. So but the fuller one will be half jar, half arjal, lil qasam, for qasam. And instead of just saying majrur, muksim bih. Okay, the one that you're taking the swear by. The one that you're swearing by. Yes, the object. Okay, the object of the oath, the one that you're swearing by. Yes, okay. Then you say majrur. Then of course the sign of the majrur here is yaumin, so bil kasra. And then muta'alliq bil fi'il. Which fi'il? This uqsim. Yes, okay. So like I said, jar majrur can, it's not wrong, okay. But the full one will be to say the half of jar is for qasam, and then instead of just saying majrur, you call it a muqsim bih. Okay, and then of course the word qiyamah after that, al-qiyamah is your mudhaf ilaihi. Okay, so the whole jumlah here is our jumlah qasam. Okay, and we technically we don't really have to say this. Okay, but we know that this is our jumlah qasam. Okay. If we omit the tool, if we omit the fi'il and we only left with the tool, so for example, tallahi, you must omit the fi'il, right? So you say that the ta is half jar lil qasam again, and the lafzu jalalah will be your muqsim bih, majrur lil ta'zim lil kasrah. Of course, it's jar majrur, so must be muta'alliq. So it's muta'alliq bil fi'il al-qasam al-mahzuf. Yes, okay, which is of course the easiest one is uqsim lah. Okay, but you don't have to mention that actually. Okay, because it's gonna be omitted anyway. You cannot use uksim with ta. Okay,
Mm.
so
Coming out
yes,
in Surah Yusuf, yeah?
yes. So you have your answer here. Okay, now the jumlah qasam we can also use the jumlah ismiyah. That's one in the Quran. We have one. The word we have is la amruk. Okay, by your life basically. Your here meaning Allah is taking this oath. Your here meaning the Prophet's life, by your life. Okay, so other words in the Arabic language that can be used is aiman, like in promise of Allah. This is also another word that is used in the Arabic language, but it's not in the Quran. So we will focus on what is in the Quran. Okay, so here the lam is lam taukid, and then it is a jumlah ismiyah, so it's going to be mubtada, marfu, amru, marfu bi dhamma. The kaf is your mudaf ilaihi. And then you have a mubtada, right? And then you have innahum. So this is not the khabar. Okay, this is your jawabul qasam. Okay, because this is a qasam technically. So this is actually the jawabul qasam. So you say the jumlah this is a jumlah qasam basically, and its khabaruhu is mahzuf wujuban. Okay, so when amruk is used by your life, or by your life, okay, then you
Okay.
will not have a khabar. Okay, it's wajib to be omitted. Okay, yeah, it's another example. It's not in the Quran also. This is another word that's used in the Arabic language. This one, the khabar is not wajib to be omitted, but it may be omitted. Okay, so this is just additional info. Okay, the one that is important is this one, that too we only have one in the Quran. Okay, can?
I don't
Yes.
agree what I don't understand what the khabar.
Okay,
Not
so
khabar.
we call
la-
this amruk a mubtada.
Okay, mubtada. Oh, I see. Okay.
So we need to have a khabar actually, right?
Okay, before the jawabul qasam, you have to have a khabar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but we don't say that the jawabul qasam is the khabar, right? So the khabar is mahzuf and wajib to be mahzuf, wujuban. Okay, now clear, insyaAllah?
Yes.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, now for the jawabul qasam. So can be jumlah fi'liyah, can be jumlah ismiyah also. Okay, so here we have tallahi. So once after that, that will be our jawabul qasam. Okay, of course, for jawabul qasam, basically you can think of it as like a shart. So we will use the same term. So this lam taukid, but we have a technical term, right? Same term. So it's called lam waqi'ah. Oops, this is a typo. It's waqi'ah.
Yeah.
And then of course, fi jawabil qasam. Okay, if it's jawabul syart, we say lam waqi'ah fi jawabil syart. Right, so here is this is a lam waqi'ah in our jawabul qasam. Okay, and then of course you will do your i'rab as per normal, or is half tahqiq, and then tharoka is your fi'il madi, lafzu jalalah is your fa'il, kaf is your maf'ul, alaina is your jar wa majrur. Okay, usually we say this here. Okay, in the notes I did put, or I think even for the short it's behind, but when we do our i'rab, we started to put everything here, right? So that we are like in track, like okay, we know where we are. So technically you can say this blue one, you can say here. Okay, so for jawabul qasam, very easy. Your jawabul qasam will always be la mahala min al-i'rab. For jawabul syart, you need to think about what was your adatul syart, right? So if your adatul syart was a jazim, then your jawabul syart also must be jazm, right? Like for example, in, it affects the fi'il syart and the jawabul syart. But for qasam, no. Okay, so after you say lam waqi'ah in your jawabul qasam, you say wa jumla ba'daha, meaning after the lam. Okay, wa jumla ba'daha, after the lam is jawabu qasam la mahala laha min al-i'rab. And then you can say, then you can do your i'rab for the qad, and then your madi, your fa'il, and everything. Okay, clear? Inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Same thing for jumlah ismiyah. Okay, so here basically tallahi, and then this the whole jumlah ismiyah. So this one doesn't, yes, so this one doesn't have a lam waqi'ah or anything like that. Okay, so you just say here wa jumlah ba'daha is jawabu qasam la mahala laha min al-i'rab. Okay, after you say the tallahi, the i'rab was just now, the one that we did just now. So before you do the i'rab of innaka here, you say this part here. Okay, before the innaka.
For the first one,
Mhm.
the jawabul qasam start from laqad.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, start from last. Oh, this one we doesn't show the tallahi.
Sorry, no, we have tallahi here.
Yeah, but we don't
The
have the
i'rab.
i'rab for
Oh
tallahi.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
that's
we
why I
don't
said
have.
why
Yeah.
suddenly where's the jawab?
Oh, okay, yes. We don't have the i'rab yet. The
Mhm.
i'rab was just now when we did
Okay,
Okay,
the
yes.
qasam part.
Inshallah.
Okay, so this one we're
Nice,
talking
slow
about
hari ni.
this one we're only
Okay.
talking about the jawab part. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So you just put the two together. Okay.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay. Now, I think we might be able to finish everything today. Okay.
okay.
No, we have still maybe 3-4 pages, but it seems like we can finish. Okay. So now usage of the half tawkid in the jawabul qasam. Okay. So if the jawab is a sound jumlah ismiyah, okay, like just now, inna that we have here, Allahi, and then innaka. This is our jawabul qasam, right? Then inna is used with or without lam tawkid. Okay, so we have here innaka lafi. So we have this lam tawkid. But what do we call this lam tawkid when it's used with inna? What do you call the lam tawkid that is used with inna? So Zarina, can you call also? It starts
Is it
with
nescaya? Yeah.
Start with?
not really. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be translated like that. It starts with a meme. Lam
Mukhalafah.
close.
Oh.
Mukhaf the light lamp.
No. The one that fell, the one that slipped. The lam is usually ibtida. Because of the inna, it gets slipped there.
We have used it before, isn't it?
Yes. Muza. Muza.
Oh, it's not muzahlaqa.
That correct. Muzahlaqa.
Muzahlaqa.
That's the one that won't come to my mind.
Yes. Just now you said muhol. I think you said ho.
Okay.
Yes. It's muzah. Okay. Muzahlaqa. Okay. This lam. So inna will come with in a jawab qasam. Inna will always come. Okay. If it's a jumlah ismiyah. And then it can be used with or without the lam tawkid. But inna will always be there if it's a jumlah ismiyah. Okay. If the jawab is jumlah fi'liyah, okay, a sound jumlah fi'liyah, sound meaning no negation, no question, no prohibition, all that. Okay. And where the madi is used, then you will have qad. Okay. And qad can comes with lam or without lam. Okay, so
just
here,
now we have one with the lam, you gave us one just now.
Correct. Here, it's the same example here. Tallahi laqad. Okay, so with. Okay, here we have wa shamsi wal duhaha, and then we have other oaths in the middle, and then here we have qad aflaha man zakkaha. So qad without the lam. Yes. Okay. So if the jawab is a jumlah fi'liyah madi, then it will come with qad. Okay, always with qad, with or without the lam. Okay. If or one more actually, or if not with qad, then it will come with in mukhaffafa. This is I think the one that you were thinking just now, the
Okay,
light.
the light one.
This is light in, basically. Okay. Remember, we have in that is jazima. That means if, right? We also
Yeah.
have what kind of in? One more that we have.
The one we just had
What's that? Which one?
in our lesson, just only.
Yes, in and illa. What's that? What kind of
Exception,
in?
isn't it?
Illa is the exception.
Exception.
The but the in.
Not, is it not?
Yes,
No?
it's basically nafiyah.
Nafi.
Okay. Yeah, so we have in jazima, which is if, which is also a shart.
Yeah.
We have in that is nafiyah, usually used with illa, in illa, right?
Yes,
Nothing
yes.
but. We
Yeah.
also have this in mukhaffafa, okay? And it's going to be used with lam tawkid. In this case, this lam tawkid is called lam fariqah. Okay, so here we have qala tallahi. Kita is a what kind of word?
Kita is fi'il madi.
Madihu.
Anta.
Yes, what's the root letters?
Kaya dal.
O,
Kaya.
Kaf, da, or wow, or kaf, da, yeah, is it?
no. Kaf,
kaf,
ya,
ya,
and dal,
da.
or kaf,
Oh.
waw,
Kaf,
and
waw,
dal.
dal.
Yes,
Oh,
either
okay.
kada yakidu
Oh,
or kada
yeah.
yaku.
Jua.
Yes,
Oh,
okay, because the
okay.
madi is the same.
Okay.
So just that kada one means almost, and then the other kada means to plan. Yes, to plot, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one need to search which one actually the meaning is. Okay. But
This one
in
is
any
the
case,
plot.
la turdina qalat Allah maybe. What does turdina means? Turdin. I can't remember. Oro.
Rodal nun.
37:56. Let's go there. Quran 37:56. Almost. This one means almost. You almost ruin me. Yes. Okay. So this one means almost. The kada yakadu, not kada yakidu. So this is kaf waw dal. Okay. So in any case, it's fi'il madi. So it doesn't have qad. It comes after tallahi. So in is used. Okay. In is used always with lam tawkid. Okay. This lam tawkid is called lam fariqah. Okay. Have this note here. I put in yellow also. This one is in yellow because this note is for this. Okay. So the in mukhaffafa is always used with lam fariqah to distinguish between this in mukhaffafa and in of nafiyah for negation. Okay. Yes. So if you see this in with this lam, okay, most probably this is in mukhaffafa, not the nafiyah one. Okay. So in this case, this lam here is called lam fariqah. Okay.
Quite a bit of terminology there.
Yes, of course. This in is also used. We are talking here about the jawabul qasam, right? But this in can also be used. I mean, outside of being a jawabul qasam. So if you and I think we did saw it once in Surah Yusuf, the when it was like one of the first few ayat, I think. Yeah. So we did come here because this is the only bit of notes that I have about in mukhaffafa, but it's basically you can use this in with a fi'il madi at other place also. It doesn't have to be a jawabul qasam. Okay, but again, it's the same thing. This in is going to be used with this lam fariqah. Okay, and lastly, if the jawabul qasam is a sound jumlah fi'liyah and this time is mudhari', then the nun taukid is used with your lam taukid. Okay, so that's why sometimes, in fact, a lot of time they say that when there is a lam taukid and nun taukid, there is a but there is no qasam. There is a qasam that is mahzuf. That's why they say that. Okay, so yeah, here clearly it's there. Tallahi is there. So yeah, this is our Jawabul Qasam. It has a nun taukid, also lam taukid. Okay, of course, in this again, lam taukid, since it's in a Jawabul Qasam, we're going to call it lam. What do you call it? In a Jawabul Qasam.
Is it like laqad dan waqi'ah?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, so these are all lam taukids, right? This is also lam taukid, but this is
different names.
this is not the starting of the jumlah of the jawabul qasam, right? So we don't call this lam the lam waqi'ah. We call this lam muzahlaqa because yes, it was supposed to be here, but inna came to take its place, so it got slipped. That's why we call it muzahlaqa. Okay, this is also lam taukid, but since it's coming in the position of the jawabul qasam, we call it lam waqi'ah or rabitah, whichever you want to use. Okay, so same thing here. This is also lam taukid, and since it's coming in the position of a jawabul qasam, then it's going to be lam waqi'ah. If it was coming in a position of jawabul shart, it's also lam waqi'ah. And then after that we say in a jawabul qasam or in a jawabul shart. Okay, are you a bit more clearer about your lam taukids now? Clear, but just have to remember.
Yeah, different names, where it's found.
Yes, okay. So I think it's quite easy to remember. Like for example, when lam comes in the beginning, right? Beginning is mubtada, so lam ibtida from the same word. Okay. Yeah, maybe muzahlaqa is a bit difficult to remember. I don't know how, but you have to try. Or at least just go back to your lam of emphasis notes. It's all there anyway.
Lam of
Okay.
emphasis,
Yes, exactly. Okay, lam waqi'ah, I think you all know already. Very we've seen that quite a bit. And now just have to remember that for jawabul qasam, we also use the same term, lam waqi'ah. Yes. Okay. Yes, and one more lam now. If we use in mukhaffafa, then this lam is called fariqah. Okay, fariqah means what? Fariqah? Distinguish. Okay, to distinguish.
Distinguish,
Yes, from the word fariq as in to separate. Yes.
Separate. Okay.
Yes,
Differentiate,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now, omitting the jumlah qasam. So this is what we just mentioned just now. So when you have the lam taukid and qad on fi'il madi, or you have lam taukid and nun taukid on fi'il mudhari, and without a jawabul qasam, without the without the jumlah qasam itself, okay, then they will say that the lam is also lam waqi'ah, and they say that the jumlah qasam is muqaddar or mahzuf. Okay, so for example here we have walaqad. Okay, obviously we have to go back to the starting of the surah to know that actually there was no qasam there. Okay, same thing here with Surah Ali Imran. Here, Latu Belawunna. There was context obviously before that. We have to double check that whether there was qasam or not there. So these are the examples that we know that actually there's not. Okay. So for this kind of examples, you will see some Arab books will mention that lam is lam waqi'ah in a jawabul qasam to a jumlah qasam that is muqaddar, which is implied. Okay, so we've seen that also in Surah Yusuf when the father, right, asked the sons to take an oath. I will not let Bunyamin go until you all take an oath, right? That one. So that one is quite clear because it was mentioned that the word mausiqah is mentioned there. So definitely most Arab books there will see that is lam waqi'ah for a jawabul qasam. Okay, so others you might see difference. You might see some Arab would say this, but you might see some Arab books just say lam taukid. basically. Okay, they don't say this is a jawabul qasam. Okay, so the difference is going to be there. So this is what you might see. Okay, Ken? Clear? Inshallah.
Sister Adila,
Yes.
like Amar,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, jawab Amar or jawab
Jawabul amr as in jawabul talab.
jawab talab and ataupun with lam jazam, the jawab also will carry the syarat. The jawab also carry the same status as the jawab. The fi'il will carry the same status. Khosam, the jumlah qasam and the jawab qasam,
Mm-hmm.
does it carry the same
No,
irab?
no, it doesn't affect.
No.
Nah, because
It doesn't
the
affect,
yes, because you have adatul qasam in the qasam, right? Like wallah, tallah. But that only affects the muksim bih. That only
Okay.
affects the thing you're swearing by. So wallahi, washamsi, wal qamari. Okay, but other than that, that wow doesn't affect anything after that. Yes, so
Jawab.
that's yes.
That means we don't have to say that it's fi mahali
Yes,
something like.
that's why
Okay.
the jawab qasam that we said just now
No,
is
irab,
always
no
going to
irab.
be yes, la
Oh,
mahala
la
laha
mahala
min
laha
al
min
i'rab.
al-i'rab.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, because the star
Okay.
doesn't affect that. It's not like
Okay.
shart. Shart, when we say the shart is jazam, it affects the
The jawab.
jawabul shart also.
The shart.
Exactly. When we say is ghaira jazam, it doesn't affect that one also. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Good question.
Ah.
Last few. Okay. Finding qasam and shart in one sentence. Do you remember this? Any recollection of this?
Yeah, how long ago? I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. So, qasam needs a jawabul qasam. Shart also needs a jawabul shart, right? But what if you find both coming and in one sentence?
See which one start the sentence.
Yes. So
Yeah,
whatever
because-
start the sentence, that one will have a jawab.
Oh, right.
Okay. So for example, here we have wallahi in tusafir la usafiranna. So can you translate for us, Sister Zarina, maybe?
Oh, wallahi, by Allah.
Mm-hmm.
In the if
Mm-hmm.
Safir,
Musafir, eh?
Yes, from
Musafir,
the
is
word
it?
musafir, yes.
Yeah.
So in
If you
tusafir,
travel,
yes,
is it?
if you
If you
travel, and then
is it the la then?
Uh,
Safirun.
uh-huh.
I is talking about I, isn't
Yes,
it?
correct.
I will travel. Is it?
Yes, I will also travel.
I will
basically.
also travel.
Yes, I will also surely travel because we
Surely,
have
yeah, because the la, yeah,
taukid.
double that.
Yes,
emphasis.
exactly. Okay.
La
So
mukhaffaf. La mukhaffaf.
lam,
Is it?
Yeah,
this
what
lam,
is that one?
Mukhaffaf. No, the lam, yes.
waqi'ah, waqi'ah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
Got the
here,
word.
The jawab doesn't come within.
you mean the jawabul qasam, is it?
Mm.
Okay, so here we have wallahi, right?
Yeah.
So this is our qasam. So
Yes.
yes, we should be thinking the rest of this is our jawabul
Okay.
qasam,
Jawab,
right?
jawab.
But it doesn't stop there.
Yes, okay.
Oh,
Wallahi.
that's a condition for the
Condition, we have a
Yes.
condition.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's why they say, what happens when two things come at once, right? You have a qasam and a shart, right? So what happened is, since the qasam comes first, this lam is lam waqi'ah, but it's for the jawabul qasam, not the jawabul shart.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although basically, yeah, I mean technically, if you do this, then I will also do this. Technically, it is a finisher, but wallahi is there being the one that comes first, so that one gets a jawab. Okay, so basically saying wallahi, this is like one thing, and then here is your second thing. Okay, is your jawabul qasam here. Okay, so the opposite is true. If the shart comes first, and then the of, then same thing. So here,
Very good.
same example, same word, okay, just the different. So in tusafir, if you travel, wallahi, I will also travel, right? Technically, it's like the same, right? But the
Yeah.
i'rab is a bit different. So here you have in, your adatul shart comes first, okay? So here, usafir is your jawabul shart. Yes.
So majzum.
Yes, exactly, because in,
Mm,
right,
Yeah.
affects
mm,
that.
mm,
Okay. So yes. So this, I guess, is more important, especially if you are doing sentence construction, right?
Mm,
Because
mm,
you need to know that, okay, so here must be majzum because this is actually the jawabul shart, right? If in the Quran, when such sentence happen, then you just follow the flow lah, basically. You just, because you will see what is after that, right? Basically. Yes, okay. So very easy for Qasam and Shart when it comes together. What comes first, get a jawab. What comes second, like Wallahi here, we don't really call this the Jawabul Qasam. This is still the Jawabul Shart. Okay, so we will say that the second one, whatever comes second, will not have lah. The Jawabul Qasam is not there, it's mahzuf. Okay. And in the Quran, usually we see this coming as la'in.
Yeah.
Okay, la'in. Okay. Here, this is a different lam. Another one, another name. Okay. This is called mawti'ah. Do you remember what this means? Mawti'ah lil qasam. I think both mawti'ah and mawta'ah both is in the dictionary. Both have the same meaning. This one, okay. So it says mawti'ah lil qasam, right? Qasam, what is your adatul qasam? We have three. What are those?
Wow. Ta,
Yes.
ba, and wow.
Yes, exactly. Wow, ba, and ta, right? So lam is not a qasam. It's not an adatul qasam. In is definitely your jawabush, your adatul shart, right? In is definitely your adatul shart. This lam, that's why they cannot call it adatul qasam. Okay, this lam they call it mawti'ah lil qasam. It's paving the way to a qasam. Okay, so this is another lam that you have to, or maybe whenever you see la'in in the Quran, you come here. Okay, so yes, so here basically you have your qasam, or rather lil qasam, paving the way to qasam, and your shart together, but it's still considered a qasam. So when we come to here, okay, wa jumlah ba'da means the ma onwards, the nafia here. This is your jawabul qasam, not jawabul shart. Okay?
Oh, the wow is qasam.
No.
Yeah.
The wow is ataf.
Ataf.
The
Okay.
lam
Lam is not qasam.
is not alatul qasam, but it paved the way to qasam. So that's why they have a different term for it. They cannot call this lam adatul qasam because we don't have adatul qasam.
The word pave the way, implied as if that after it will come a fi'il qasam. But no, there's no fi'il qasam.
So
How do I say
basically, this one, right? It's
it
like
It acts like
exactly. It's like this.
Okay,
It's like
okay,
wallahi into safir, right? So you have your qasam. You supposed to have your jawabul qasam here, but you end up with a shart first. Your jawabul qasam is back here. Okay. So same thing for this thing. So imagine instead of saying wallahi here, just la is used basically. So they call it mawti'ah lil qasam. It is paving the way for a qasam. Okay, meaning it is basically like a qasam. Basically, it's like a qasam. Can you understand, Sister
Yeah, it's
Hamisa?
like-
yeah. that
Can,
may
can.
have it is acting like a qasam.
Yeah.
Yes, you can call it that if that helps you. Yes. Okay, it's acting like a qasam.
That's one.
Okay. Like literally it's paving its way, mawti'ah is paving the way. But you can call it that, acting as a qasam, if that helps you to remember.
Yeah, for us
Yes.
to remember, yeah.
Yes. Okay, it's acting like a qasam. So although in comes after it, okay, this qasam wins. So this one gets a jawabul qasam,
That's
not
one.
the shart.
Ah.
Okay, clear, inshallah.
Allah.
So the other two shart is still obviously you're gonna have your fi'il shart, right? You have your you have the whole the jumlah shart part, okay, the conditional part, just that you don't have your jawabul shart. Okay, you have your jawabul qasam at the end. Okay, so surely if you were to come to those who were given the book with every sign, they will not have followed your qiblah. Okay, so this here is your jawabul qasam. Jawabul qasam muqaddar. Okay, this is muqaddar because this is not an actual qasam. This is just acting as a qasam. So that's why it's still muqaddar. Yes. Okay. If like just now, it is an actual qasam, right? Wallahi. Right? So here they say lam. Of course, you're gonna have your lam waqi'ah. So you say fi jawabul qasam. It's not jawabul qasam muqaddar. No.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Here is muqaddar because we have an acting one.
Yeah.
Okay. Not an actual one. Okay.
I'm trying to imagine the bigger sentence structure and then zooming down to the syarat and how I wish, but I cannot do that. I know, you know the chart.
Yes. Does it help you those kind of chart?
I think so.
Maybe I think some ayat. I guess you need to do that for your own understanding, inshallah. Yes. Okay. I think the next ayah of Surah Yusuf, yeah, you might need that actually. Okay. So yes, we finish actually oaths. We actually finish. So I'm gonna see the next ayah. How long is it? If I think we can finish in the next week lesson, then we will do it in next week. Finish that ayah. If not, maybe we take an early break for our class. Okay. We'll see. Inshallah, I'll come back to you on that. Inshallah. Any questions before we end the class today?
We need to
It's
digest
just that
it
we
first,
have to
sister.
remember.
Yes.
To remember the terms.
Yes.
Yeah.
The structure we can understand, but
Yes.
remembering the terms.
The terms,
Yes,
the
correct.
different kinds of lam.
Correct. Okay, so may Allah make it easy for all of us.
Yeah,
Amin.
I mean, make it easy for all of us. I mean.
Okay, so if there's no questions, then I'll see you next week, inshallah.
Inshallah, sister. Inshallah.
Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sister Jazakallah khair, sis.
Wa
You always try your
iyyakum.
best to make it easy for us.
Wa iyyakum.
Alhamdulillah.
Walillahillah.